Oh. Alright, let's get down. Let's get it. I want to take this opportunity in this video to get really, really down and dirty and really into my purpose and, by extension, the impact of these videos, the impact of my legacy, and therefore what you, the audience, the the content absorber, the integrator, what you can really get out of this. I know it's like cliche, each person has their own unique skills and talents and displays, etc., and even though that's true, it still sounds very cliche, very like, yeah, everybody's special in their own special way. I think that was a Barney quote. But, if you're from the 90s, or early 2000s, you know of Barney, or knew of Barney, the purple dinosaur. But, no, it's just like, yes, everybody's special, everybody's unique, but you have to do actual work to discover and then foster, to grow what it is that is your unique skill, talent, advantage, etc. So I'm going to go into mine, and then I'm going to, as I'm explaining my own unique skills, traits, talents, etc.'s unique advantages, all the while, all sprinkled all within that is going to be the more symbolic, the more archetypal representations of a unique person in general, right? So it's not about me, it's about the representations, what it is that you can grab as the take-home messages. Okay, so essentially what I've discovered within myself is, and by the way, here's a Kickstarter in terms of wanting to find out your unique strengths and skills and approaches to life, is take personality tests, do questionnaires, do surveys that really get in deep. These like 50, 100 plus questionnaires, whether it be yes, no's, multiple choice, sliding scales, it sounds somewhat like me, or sounds a lot like me, those types of questions. And then after you answer all those questions, it puts, a bar graph or just general nodes of, okay, this is where you excel, and this is where, you're really not naturally in that, mode, but you are really naturally in this mode, etc., etc. So take these personality tests, take these questionnaires. From the get-go, it can give you this map, this general map, this revelation of like, oh wow, okay, thank you for showing my tendencies, like making them more obvious. Some of them may be plus or minus obvious to you, but let's just like, oh wow, showing me this juxtaposed with this, in line with this, showing the Venn diagrams of like how this and this interact. Oh wow, okay, good to know. So to get to the specifics of my life, my approach, and why it matters and how it can help, right? Okay, so the Meyer-Briggs test, more specifically, I'm an INFP. Introverted, intuitive feeling, perceiving. So now those are my more embellished traits. And more introverted than extroverted, more intuitive than thinking, more feeling than sensing, more perceiving than judging. So it kind of makes me like this dreamer, this like observer, this kind of fly on the wall, this, like talk a big talk, more of a dreamer than a doer, like that type of thing. Even though that once I've done the personality tests, not just one, not just the Meyer-Briggs, but many tests, also seeing the pitfalls and then acting upon them and making sure that the pitfalls are just where I'm not strong and not just where I'm being like slowed down and kind of frozen or just inactive or just unintegrated and things like fearful and ineffective, etc., right? So there are light sides and there are dark sides to our personality traits. These are very good to keep in mind. So anyway, so to boost up where my strengths are is in the categories of creativity, observation, and being inspired by inspiration itself. Desiring, wanting these concepts of expansion. I want to help people expand. I get inspired by the general concept of inspiration. Like, oh, you're telling me that I can get a second wind? I can have like a bout of depression and being like, oh, I'm sad, I'm aimless. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna run with it. Just, alright, fine. Oh, wait, I'm accepting that I'm in a low point? Wow, this acceptance is showing me new ways to live life? Oh, wow, I'm being shown new ways to live life? I'm installing new programs? Oh, I'm actually expanding? Oh, I'm actually upgrading even though I'm sad and aimless and I don't know what I'm doing? Whoa, that's actually inspiring me? Like, whoa, this is so cool, right? This is all happening like on the inside where I'm just like, I go from emotionally neutral and just accepting, which is its own superpower, where it's like, if you can be sad and aimless and just, I don't know what my life is, and just emotionally neutrally accept that, that is a form of power, because you're like, I'm not going to let it break my stride. I'm not going to let it slow me down. Look, I'm just moving, and if I'm moving in this mode temporarily, right, that's another nugget for you. Temporary. This too shall pass. Even though I think that phrase is overplayed. If you like that phrase, go for it. But it's this very real concept, this very true reality of this is temporary. What I'm feeling right now, temporary. What I'm doing right now, temporary. What's going on right now, temporary. And being emotionally neutral about it. And then I stack that with the emotional neutrality, the realizing, okay, this is a part of life. I accept, I'm going to roll with it. And in fact, I'll probably gain something out of this. And then steeping in that truth, that reality where it's like, oh, I'm actually gaining from this? Okay, I could be sad and aimless and be gaining from this? Oh wait, this is actually awesome? Being sad can actually be awesome. Being fearful can actually be awesome. Being aimless can actually be awesome. Oh, now we're in the thick of it. Now we're in the strange but awesome reality of anything can be inspiration. Anything can be awesome. Anything can be mental, emotional, soulful expansion, power, winning. I gotta go into my job, but think about that, feel about that, do about that.